Welcome to Podcasts on Podcasts. I'm Bill Podcast.
Hold on.
Hey, folks.
Everybody just relax.
Welcome to Podcast Time, the one show about podcasts that you can't stop listening
That's
to.
actually not a bad idea, is do a podcast about podcasts.
The podcast, dude.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Or you only talk about podcasting?
Yeah. This week, Bobby Lee's still Asian.
Yeah. Still nothing new on that front.
Still
check
very
back. Well,
Asian.
that's basically that guy Red Bar Radio.
Is that what it is?
Oh, that's good. Well, I mean, that fucking dipshit who's like, you know that guy, right?
What guy?
The guy where he's like, just like, he does like shitty TMZ, but for like podcasters. Where he's like, yeah, and Joe Rogan has a new car.
Yeah, Joe Rogan is, he's been working out.
Yeah.
No news is
No news
not
is good news.
No news is good news. By the way, happy Thanksgiving. Happy oh shit, these are old.
Are they old? Ugh.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, this one is all mushy. This one is hard. This one is just right.
This is how I like to get down.
Oh, this is so great. Take a bite of this.
No. Dude, when my girl says, "Hey honey, go to the store." Oh, dude. This is I found one of these in my wife's sock drawer.
The pumpkin?
Yeah, and it was just like this with the stem on and everything.
For everyone listening audio, which is everybody, we have pumpkins
everybody.
on the table. We have small pumpkins, 2 small pumpkins and 1 big pumpkin.
What if you
Hey, all that and more this week on Bag Fries, everybody.
boo da boo 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 boo. All right, folks, thanks for joining. If you want to send us an email, send an email to bagfriespod@gmail.com, and make sure to subscribe and like and leave a 5-star review and leave a 5-star review. You know what I mean?
5-star rejuvenation?
Yeah,
Of the podcast?
Exactly. Be like,
I think,
you know what? Upon second look, this is pretty good.
You know, I think there's a lot of people who are looking for a 5-star rejuvenation of this podcast, if you know what I'm saying, dude.
I do.
In the news this week, we have a new third mic coming on the podcast, a new co-host that'll be joining us on the podcast. You guys have been talking about it. You've been saying that there's news in the podcast world.
Oh yeah.
And you guys are like,
Big
how does
time.
this pertain to you guys? Will Bruce be leaving the show? All of this different stuff. And no, none of that is happening. What is happening is that we will have a new co-host of the podcast, and it's the Liver King. So
The Liver King?
Liver King.
Who's the Liver
King. You know, the guy who eats liver. You don't follow the ancestral tenets?
Dude, I'm blowing it, dude.
You don't know. How do you not know Liver King? You don't know that big guy who eats raw meat?
No.
Liver King. He like sleeps on a wood plank.
Dude, is the table crooked or is it just me?
I don't know, dude. You're
I
the
feel
one.
like the table's
What do you even
crooked.
care? You were asleep on the couch 5 minutes ago, dude.
I was snoring.
I had baseball on, and it was a great game. And Kevin just on the couch like an old man on a boat with his hat down.
Yeah, I was, dude. I was out. No, everybody wants to know, is Ben Avery going to come back to the podcast?
No.
And you know what?
I would say that this isn't even my personal choice.
Yeah.
This isn't my personal opinion, or it is my personal opinion. But the answer is definitely not.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm trying to work on seeing him or maybe hearing the sound of his voice. And then I'll work on getting him on the podcast, but we'll see.
Yeah, Ben lives in a gated community, and there's armed guards. And if you want to even talk to him and ask him a question, you have to send it in writing. And then he has like IDF type soldiers that bring you up to his room. And his room looks a lot like that guy JP from Grandma's Boys office. Where you go in there and there's just loud techno playing, and he's just editing podcasts with 2 hands.
Dude, he's got one of those rotating desks that is connected to the chair, and it's beautiful. And he does robot voice, which is great.
Yeah, he only talks in robot voice. He has complete auto-tune his lungs.
I could see Ben going completely off the grid, and he's like, I don't have a phone. I don't have anything. I could
definitely see him becoming a flip phone guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Good for him. Whatever I trust him. He should, but I don't get your hopes up.
I'm still pissed.
Everyone else. So pissed about what?
I'm still pissed about him leaving the podcast the first time.
The first podcast, dude.
Yep.
Man. Hey, maybe third time's the charm.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Could be. You never know. Dude, I don't like it when my friends disappear. I don't like it.
When
know
you
what I mean?
disappear?
They disappear, dude. They go
disappear.
into La La Land.
I'd love to disappear.
Yeah.
I'm working hard at disappearing right now.
Dude, you better not, bro.
I'm trying.
You're trying to disappear on me, dude.
Yeah.
See, everybody disappears me on this podcast. Everybody
Disappears
disappears
you?
me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe have you ever thought to look inward? Well, look inward. I mean, don't. I mean, look at yourself.
Hard R?
Yeah, look. Every time someone says that, I'm like, ooh,
He gonna say
You should
it.
not have said that.
I look inward.
And now I can't do it.
What?
Now, anytime now, I can't keep a straight face.
I try to, I mean, that's probably my biggest problem is looking inward.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You probably don't look outward enough.
I got to look outward more. I'm always looking inside, you know, and I'm contemplating and thinking, and you know, it's like we're squishing these pumpkins here that are on the table. I'm always kind of squishing up myself, you know.
Yeah,
going,
no, I get
this
that.
shit's rotten, dude.
Yeah,
This shit's not. It's bad. you
I
know?
felt pretty rotten today. I was pretty hungover, and I just watched sports all day. I watched football and baseball literally.
What'd you do
just all day
yesterday?
long. Just drank.
Just drank
Had
here.
some booze. No, I drank a little bit at a show I was at, and then at the Improv.
Wow.
And then I went to Norm's.
Oh, that's right, dude. What happened at the Improv?
What do you mean?
I saw you went up.
Oh yeah, I literally went there. My show was at 8 and Kelly's show was at 7, and I went there just to watch Kelly's set really quick. And then the sound guy came over to me and was like, "Hey, you're up next." And I was like, I literally thought he was doing a bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then like as Kelly's getting off, he's like, "Yeah, just like 5'7", do me a favor." He's like, "This next person isn't here." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I literally like had my backpack on. I was like, "Well, what the fuck?"
Dude, you're a backpack comic now, dude?
Yeah, dude. I wear a backpack on stage.
Dude, that's
I wear a
sick.
backpack on stage, and I wear like a backwards hat, and then I have like a pink polo. I dress like Kanye. I have this shutter shades on.
Dude, I wear those glasses like that you will get at the New Year, but it's for like it always says
End racism. They're really big, and they say end racism, and you're always looking through them.
dude. Honestly, I think that's the way to go.
We should do more customizable glasses like that where you could write whatever you want. Because there's this, I get targeted ads all the time for this thing that's for Crazy Straws where you could put up to like 15 characters.
What's the
So you could write like fuck Donald Trump and like a
Whoa.
Crazy Straw and drink.
Whoa, dude.
It would take a minute to be able to drink chocolate milk through that entire thing.
Your milk would go rotten halfway through.
Yeah, you might get a fucking headache from trying it, but
dude? What was the year that Trump got voted in?
2016.
Dude, those are the glasses. You get the 2016 New Year's Eve glasses, and you go up on stage. And I always like to wear like a fireman's like bottom half. You know what I mean? Like the boots, big yellow boots, and then a really tight shirt, and then a bow tie. Always got to wear a bow tie on stage.
What if you wore glasses that said 2012 on them, and you went up and you were like, "Man, what's up with this Obama second term, huh?" And you only did
Dude.
jokes from that time period.
Not a
It's
bad gimmick.
About the time traveling comedian.
Dude, I can see Jimmy Fallon doing that.
Yeah, that is a terrible Jimmy Fallon bit that I should have wrote.
You should have done it, man.
Whatever. I don't I don't want to do anything. I want to sit at home. I want my phone to be broken. I want nobody to talk to me. I want to play MLB The Show, and I want to eat flaming hot macaroni and cheese.
Dude, that sounds like. I mean, honestly, you could do that for probably 2 months.
Have you eaten any flaming hot macaroni and cheese? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
The Cheetos macaroni and cheese. You've had it?
I've had it one time.
The flaming hot one?
Yeah, because the only
Who's
reason
we?
I had it
Who's your accomplice?
at home.
You fucking did your entire family? Maybe, dude, that's like Chris Benoit level shit.
Dude, I did them dirty, dude.
What happened?
They didn't like it.
Yeah, of
I
course.
thought
Why
it
would
was
anybody
too
like
hot.
it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
What,
What?
it
It's
was
just
good.
there. What were you like? Oh, what are you guys? White people? Well,
Yeah, I made it-
you guys don't like any seasoning, huh?
I made him watch the Lady King and
What's the Lady King?
the Woman King,
I
or
don't
whatever
know. I
the
have
new
no
movie
clue.
is.
Oh, is there? I don't
And
know.
then I was like, "You guys see, this is what happened."
You should make them all watch Bros.
Yeah, dude.
Be like, if you don't get good grades, this is what you're gonna be.
Yeah.
a gay guy.
Dude, I had to go hard on my daughter this week with punishment. It
For
was
what?
rough. Dude,
Did you catch her watching the trailer for Bros?
Yeah. Dude, I was like, hey, none of this. Not in my house.
What was the punishment?
She just lost her phone for the week, but grades were slipping, and then she was getting attitude.
Whoa. What was she like? What? Well, you're a fat dipshit anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. You know?
I should pass your daughter notes of things to call you. I'll be like, this one really gets his ass.
Oh, she knows how to get me, dude.
What did she say?
Oh, dude, I didn't even.
And you got a weird lump
dude.
in your head,
Dude. I wish. No. It's very deep.
What is this? Like what?
I can't remember what she said. She made something up the other night that I thought was funny. I started laughing.
Like a name?
No, she goes, because I was like, sweetie, you get so angry and then you can't relax and you're not yourself. You know, like you need to learn to calm down. She's like, you have anger issues. You have major anger issues. And me and my wife both started laughing because I was like, I mean, I don't know what that even means, like what she's talking about.
She's possessed, dude, by the devil.
Yeah.
You should get
I have anger issues. I'm like, I go, I have self-esteem issues.
Did you say that?
Yeah. Yeah, I was very loose. Yeah, no, I had to. It was one of those things where I was like, I was starting to I was reacting emotionally, you know what I mean, as opposed to just being a dad and just being like, no, you just don't get the phone. It is what it is. And there's just pleading and tears and, you know, it's just like, and trying to logic her way out of it. I'm just like, come on.
Dude, if you took my phone, I would cut your fucking head off.
Dude, you need it. You need to get grounded, bro.
I wish.
You need to be grounded in your room, no screens. All right? No screens, Bruce.
Yeah, right.
You know what you should do? I'm going to ground your ass from screens.
You should be like, did you ever have one of those parents at your school when like a kid would like start fucking up or get in trouble? Like, and they would come there and be like, I'm going to sit right here all day long. Right next to you, and then like for some reason that school would just allow it. Like their dad is just there harassing the student. Like,
it sounds like a kid. Nickelodeon.
No, it's like 100%. No, the dad's not like I'm in the class now too. Like no, the parent like just like comes and sits.
Class dad.
I had this kid.
He's your dad, and he's in class.
I had a kid that I knew whose dad did that, and his dad was definitely a drinker, and he would come there and do that. But his dad this is a very much a sitcom thing where his dad would start fucking around.
Yeah.
And his dad, like, because I knew his dad because I would go over there and like legit if the teacher wouldn't be looking and he would go like and like grab my neck like he's a dog and then he would like go back to like doing nothing. I swear to God, dude.
How old were you? When was this?
I don't remember because I knew that kid for a long time. I really don't remember. It was either like junior high or early high school.
Yeah,
but
that's funny. Man.
It was very funny, but it was just like I don't know if overbearing parents.
I'm sitting right here.
I don't know if overbearing parents exist like that anymore, or if now everybody's parent. Like now, it seems like everybody's parents hate the teacher, and when they used to hate the kid.
Oh yeah, they're like cops are the worst.
Well, I mean, that has nothing to do with it. But now it's like if your kid like gets in trouble at school, back in the day they'd be like, "My fucking son's an asshole." I get
Opposite parents,
yeah.
You know.
What do you mean?
Like they're like the opposite. Like they hate cops. Because usually
what
parents.
What does this have to do with cops? I'm
usually
so confused.
Parents, they're very hovering parents love the cops. They love them, but they're still pissed at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like a parent like that usually is just like, you should be a police officer or something. They usually love the cops.
They want their kid to be a police officer?
Yeah.
Because they want him to get shot?
Yeah. You wouldn't
They want the pension?
Yeah, you wouldn't have got arrested, Trevor, if you didn't do anything wrong.
I thought I wanted to be a California Highway Patrol person for a second.
I
also thought I wanted to be a news anchor.
Yeah, I went through that one too.
I would be in the news. Oh, dude, I'd be in my room just jacking off and reading the news.
Yeah, dude.
We're like, welcome everybody to Bruce Jacking Off Tonight. We got a big one brewing up here, guys. If you're parked down on the fucking shaft, it's about to be a long wait.
The shaft?
The shaft. If you're down on the shaft, if you're in traffic on the shaft, it's going to get pretty long down there.
Dude,
hey, it's raining goo.
I had a dream about driving through Bakersfield the other day.
Really?
And, because when I went to Fresno to do the show or whatever, I had the show on Wednesday, and I drove back that same night, of course, and I had to eat something, so I got something from a gas station.
Some pussy?
Yeah, I had to get some. It was saran
Some
wrap.
reheated saran wrapped pussy.
It looked bad.
Yeah,
it looked like it had gone bad.
Yeah, but it's at like 4 o'clock on it. It's like 9.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, god damn it.
I'm not the kind of guy that follows these rules.
No, I don't. I do think the expiration. Oh, what were you saying though about?
Anyway, so I found like a parking lot behind this business area, and then so I could eat the food that I got, And
sounds like you're jacking off.
I mean, that's how I eat. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's the only way I can digest
I understand
appropriately.
Did you ever see that guy back in the day on Ripley's Believe It or Not who had something like fucked up with his things? It was a black dude. And so he had to he would eat and then he had to like move the food down like a snake.
No.
So he would take a bite of food and you'd see like a lump and he was a really, really skinny dude. And he would like push it all the way down. I used to watch the shit out of Ripley's Believe It or Not with Dean Cain, bro.
Really?
Fuck yeah. You never watched that shit?
I did watch it.
Yeah, but it was good shit.
I
was like,
I don't think I saw all of it.
No, it wasn't even like anything crazy because it's like it was really just like this guy had hiccups for a long time. This person married a bridge. Aren't they stupid?
This guy's mom is the worst.
Yeah, this guy's got the worst mom ever. Yeah, the bridge fuckers, car fuckers.
Dude.
We talked about that on here. They really got fucked.
Yeah, they really did.
Just as far as the inclusion thing, I still people are not down with them.
It's really messed up. You know what I mean? It's it's kind of and it's conceited and it's arrogant.
Yeah,
and it's I don't know. It's just the world doesn't revolve around you and your gender preferences. You know what I mean? Like
what did you eat at the gas station?
You don't want to know, dude.
What was it? A tornado?
No, I did. I got a couple of sandwiches.
Oh, like saran wrap, plastic. What kind? Oh, dude.
I got an egg salad sandwich.
No, you did not.
Yeah, I did.
From a gas station.
And it was actually that one was pretty good.
What kind of? You got an egg salad sandwich from a gas station at night.
Yeah, and then
that is you should be on Ripley's Believe It or Not for that,
dude.
This man ate an egg salad sandwich at night from a gas station.
Can I tell you what really happened? I did order that, and I did take a bite of it, and I did second guess my life choices.
And then you kept going,
and then I threw it out the window
while you were driving, or while you're in the parking lot. You're just
withering.
Hey, drop that. What is that?
While I was driving.
No.
Sorry, Kelly. It's cool, dude.
He's eating something.
Oh,
it's not. I don't think it's food.
Leave Kelly alone, dude.
No,
I mean,
hold on.
That's how he talks to people in his life, you know.
What is this? No.
Dude, let Soupy live, man.
Go. Get out of here.
He just loves chocolate-covered chicken bones, dude.
This is just the dog punishment podcast. Because my dog decides to be literally asleep until we start doing this. And as soon as we start doing this, he gets into all kinds of antics.
That's just like me.
But don't move on past this.
What? No, so I was driving down the highway. I threw an egg salad sandwich out.
Did you get pulled over? You should have got pulled over. That's as bad as throwing a gun out the window.
Dude, seriously.
Throwing out a moldy egg salad. Oh, it's just, and the more I talk about
moldy.
It was moldy.
It was
moldy. They found it in a dumpster and a guy fucking peed on it to bring it back to life.
Yeah. And then the other one was chicken, like a chicken breast.
That's also bad.
It was bad, but I ate that one. That one was
Why
fun.
wouldn't you just get fast food?
Everything's closed. It was like 4 a.m.
That's not true. Not everything's closed.
Pretty much.
You can figure it out.
Pretty much. I asked people.
Can I tell you something? When it comes to
Please.
When it comes to being outside of the apartment, like, because I'm mostly talking about like with electronics, with like different like things and like how to get things working and everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're one of the least resourceful people I've ever met.
Dude.
Your direction issues.
Dude, do not bring up my direction issues on the
your
pod,
direction issues. Your what are you talking about? Eating an egg salad sandwich at 4
I like
in the
egg salad. You know what I mean?
You don't need to be eating it from a gas station at 4 a.m.
I was expecting to puke too. Like I was like, I'm definitely.
You should have died.
But there was nothing. I couldn't find anything.
Now that you definitely have a tapeworm or something.
And then I asked the dude, God willing, that would be amazing if I had a tapeworm. Hell yeah, dude.
What did you ask the guy?
I said, hey, are you aware of any fast food places around here that are open? He goes, no, not right now.
I drive here from out of town.
Buy something or leave.
We have egg salad.
Well, where'd you find that? That's what he go. I knew it was going to be a good sandwich when I brought it up, and he goes, I didn't know we had those.
Whoa!
I'm like, what do you do here? I stock the place.
There should be whenever you get one of those, like the same way, like it should say, "Are you sure?" And you should have had to sign a waiver for eating that egg salad sandwich.
I agree. I'm going to grab a cup of water.
I'll grab you a cup of water, dude. Fill the air.
Can I have a glass of water? I think like this podcast should be more like how they have it in Congress, or where they always have water available.
You always, dude. Don't act like I don't fucking hook. You come in here and you start demanding things. You fall asleep on the couch during the baseball game, which was really... It
was a good game.
I had a lot riding on that game, too. What?
Get up, giddy up.
Get up, giddy up. Yeah, dude. I've been losing fucking bets like nobody's business.
You're good at that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're actually not. You're one of the luckiest men I've ever
You think so?
known. 100%.
Like how?
Number one, you're not dead. You know, that's luck right there, right out of the gate. The life that you've lived, you know what I mean? Just the paths that you've taken, you know, who knows how, like, the split. You could be a California highway patrolman right now.
That would be so nice. Get one of those BMW or one of those older Harley Davidson motorcycles. That'd be awesome.
You think you'd be the worst cop ever? You think you'd start really, like at this point, like the way people view police officers, and let's say, and you're what, 7, 8 years into your career at this point, and maybe you've worked your way up, you know, I don't know what that even looks like in the CHP, but then you're like, these fuckers, I work my ass off here in Bakersfield County to keep them safe, and here they are talking shit.
Oh, yeah, dude. I definitely would be fucking pissed the fuck off.
I could see it.
But, no, I would definitely get caught jacking off on the body cam on accident.
Yeah.
Like I would be like hunched over, and it would be pointing right at my pecker head, and I would like get in trouble for that probably.
Ew, look at
like, if there's someone live monitoring,
the judge goes.
Imagine
Ew.
that. Imagine there's like an officer involved shooting. How you see like the body cam footage all the time type shit, and then it like they show they're like extended cut graphic warning. It's not good.
Yeah,
and it starts out and the guy's like cranking his hog in the car, and then like a car zooms past him and he's like, "What the fuck?" And he turns his radio on and he's like, "We got to pursue to this person." And he has to like go forward to it, and they're like, then he shoots a guy, and then he's on the news, and it's like masturbating cop is gonna.
Dude, you could have been a great cop.
Yeah, I'd be like, you know that cop that's that bald cop that's on TikTok that like.
Keep going.
Are you checking that you have? Did you turn it on?
Yeah, I turned it on.
Well, I don't know. I don't trust you with everything, dude.
5% sure.
You turn stuff on, you turn it off.
Well, here's what happens.
I'd be like that bald cop on TikTok that like goes to like the inner city and is like, "Jamel, let's play 1-on-1 basketball." You know what I'm talking about?
I win, you go to jail.
no, like commute. Yeah, I'd ball everybody up and I'd play everybody MLB The Show, and if they lose, they go to jail. No, you know, the community outreach type stuff. No, I really think if I was, I wouldn't. I don't know, but also Highway Patrol is not really like a. You're not really like a community whatever. You're just like out there on the road. Like you don't have like a zone where you're like.
You ever do community help outreach
service?
Yeah.
I did it when it was mandatory in high school. It was fucking awful.
Yeah.
I hated it.
So we used to do that.
The less fortunate
church
can
all the
suck
time.
my dick.
Dude, I would garden and
For old people?
Oh yeah, for people in the bad part of the neighborhood. That's where I almost gave up the big V.
You almost had sex?
Almost had sex
with an older woman?
No.
With an older guy.
With a.
What? How did you almost get? You almost had sex during. You were doing community service and you almost had sex?
Yeah, because we went back to get more shovels.
Who was we?
Me and my girlfriend at the time. But
see, I thought it was. I thought it was a person's house.
When you hear that sound, we're referencing intercourse.
Person's trapped in vehicle. Should we go check it out?
Yeah, check it out.
Far away there. Oh, Willowbrook. I ain't going to damn Willowbrook for a person trapped in a vehicle.
Why don't you break the glass?
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah, the car. That's what I say. That's what if I went up to a bad car crash and the person was pinned in the vehicle, I would say, just get out.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, I need the jaws of life. I'd be like, what you need is get a fucking jaw.
You talking to my ex-wife.
Yeah, I'm a lazy motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, jaws of life. That's me. Yeah, talk to my ex-wife. And
What
they're
you
like,
need
sir, I'm literally bleeding to death.
That's so funny. What you need to get is a job.
Yeah. And just
Get the jaws of life. I'm going to die in here.
You know what? A tragic story I heard? There was a guy.
Wait, let me finish my story.
Sorry, dude.
It's real short.
And also the person on YouTube who said I was beginning to forget what Kevin's voice sounds like can suck my dick. I know that's probably your burner account, you bitch.
Dude, I got every view on YouTube is my burner account.
You're just running a fucking burner system.
Yeah.
Tell me your story about how he almost fucked in Shoveltown.
No, we were in downtown Fresno, and we had to go get more shovels. And me and my girlfriend went back, and we went in the hotel room because we had to grab like a change. I needed to change.
What were you doing? Why'd you have a hotel room?
Because we were staying down there because we were like volunteering for like a whole week for the church.
And the church paid for your hotel room?
Yeah. There was like 10 of us to a hotel room.
Why didn't they just give that money away?
Because it was a huge thing. Like basically we painted like 25 houses and like.
Oh, you Jimmy Carter?
Oh yeah, dude, it was great. It was awesome. Yeah, she went to her hotel room and then I went to mine. You know, because there was girls and boys or whatever. But then she came over to mine.
And she crawled through the doggy door.
Crawled through the doggy door, dude. Didn't have to. Door was wide open and she came in and closed the door. And I was like, and then I was like, no.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Man, you're such a bitch, dude.
I know.
I would have fucking gone. I would have been like, ooga.
I know. I wanted to tune in Tokyo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have laid the worst pipe ever.
Beep, 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 beep. Just tap it on her nipple.
Yeah. Yeah. What you really gotta do is get the when you're an aux cord and the speakers are on and it goes. Zzz, zzz, if you touch it on yourself, you gotta do that and be like, let's listen to the music of the titty girl.
Dude, that's girls love that when you do that.
When you touch the aux cord to their titty.
Yeah, when you do the aux cord, they like that. Or what I like to do is I'll lick like a 9-volt. I'll like spit, and then I'll put it right there, just a little jolt.
I'll do that. I'll do tech deck tricks. I'll do like a skate park and I'll be in between. I'll like stall on the one nipple and then like kickflip over the titty.
Dude, I'll do like the moment the shirt comes off, I'll go, okay. And then I'll start like box stance. I'll start dancing a little bit. And I go, foot it.
Did you ever see that video of that dude kicking that chick in her big titty?
Yes.
And it was like a dude like Muay Thai kicked this chick in her like triple XL titty.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that was
legal?
Good.
Sanctioned?
Yeah, I don't think it was sanctioned.
I could do that on Ripley's Believe It or Not and be like, tonight we have the hardest titty kick in the entire world.
That would be great. Tonight on Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh, dude, I didn't get to finish telling you about that guy Rube Waddell earlier.
Oh, that's right.
So we were watching baseball and I was talking about Rube Waddell. If you've ever seen the Ken Burns baseball documentary, you know who Rube Waddell is. But he was a guy that in this day and age, people believe was mentally retarded.
Yeah.
But he, in the early...
Downs or...
I don't know. I don't know if he was full on, but I don't know what the deal was.
Just a little slow.
Yeah, I mean, you pull up a picture of him, I'm sure. But he...
Rube Goldberg?
Rube Waddell. And he was a really, really, really good baseball pitcher. Unbelievably good baseball pitcher. But he... won Cy Young back in the day, which is like the best pitcher in the league, And he would...
What?
You're just funny because you're old and you can't multitask.
What? I'm listening.
I'm talking to you and I'm like, oh, and you're just looking at your phone like completely locked away from the outside.
Dude, I'm just looking at pictures of Rube Waddell, see if I can see any
is there a picture of him?
Yeah, there's a picture of him.
What does he look like?
He honestly looks like an angry Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, so that's the guy, Rube Waddell. He was really good. 2 years, I believe, he won the Cy Young as the best pitcher in baseball.
Yeah.
But he also would chase fire trucks off the field. If he was playing a game and a fire truck drove by, he would run after the fire truck.
The fuck
I'm not even joking.
Get out.
I'm 100% serious. I'm legitimately 100% serious. And the other team.
What year was this around?
I mean, you look it up. You can see it on there. It'll tell you early 1900s.
I don't have another 10 minutes.
Yeah, but the other team's fans would hold up candy and would hold up puppies and all this other stuff to distract him all the time.
Off?
Yeah, and the coach they paid him a really small amount of money.
Yeah,
but I think it said
all the hot dogs he could eat.
I'm pretty positive it's I either heard it on there, I read it somewhere that the coach would pay him almost like an allowance, a small amount of money, and he would just, I'm pretty sure, spend it all on candy. But he was crazy good at baseball.
What was his position?
He's a pitcher.
He was a pitcher.
Yeah.
I think you're supposed to be smart as a pitcher.
Yeah, maybe it's you're supposed to be really smart, or you're supposed to be the complete opposite.
You said that they had an LP, a little person,
and then on another thing,
because the strike zone is so small.
LP come on their team because the strike zone is so small.
Dang.
As a gag. Because baseball used to be before it was an big time official thing. It was kind of it was an event, but it was kind of like a sideshow.
Yeah, they wanted it to be good.
Yeah, but it's it was entertainment, where it's kind of with this that Savannah Bananas team. I don't know if you've seen that at all.
No,
I'll show you that.
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, that's basically what the Savannah Bananas are doing right now. After the thing, I'll show you. But they're they're a college summer league team that is like these like young dudes bought it and like they're all over TikTok. You ever see like the baseball players like fucking around and like doing dances and shit?
Yeah.
That's all. That's that. But they do all kinds of fun shit, and they play like a weird kind of baseball where you can like run the bases twice and shit. Like it's really fun. There's a thing on ESPN about it.
What's the euphemism about a double home run?
I don't know. Dude. I mean, that's when you kill a chick.
Yeah, she run the bases twice.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about car crashes. Did you ever hear?
Speaking of car crashes, folks.
I saw this. I read a story about this guy. I think it was in Bakersfield. He was
on In Hustler magazine.
He was a manager of a bowling team, like a semi-professional bowling team, and he was going somewhere, and he had like 15 bowling balls in his car, and he had to slam on the brakes really hard because a baby was in the road, and he slammed on the brakes, and then all of the bowling balls came, and they squished his head, and then he died.
Really?
No.
Dude, I was bought in.
No, it didn't happen.
I bet that's happened though.
Like a bowling ball guy?
A bowling ball accident?
Well, yeah, I always think about that too. Of like if like an anvil or so. If you have a heavy thing in your car and you flip your car, you're gonna be moving around with that.
Dude, when that happened to my uncle or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
Yeah. No, we were driving and he had to slam on the brakes.
What kind of car?
Chrysler LeBaron.
Wow.
Yeah, very nice. Right when it fresh off the lot.
Yeah.
But what had happened was he hit on the brakes so hard that your mom
Flew from the back seat.
Yeah, dude.
Remember back in the day?
Crushed him.
I feel like growing up, every adult I ever knew had.
And you know what she did? You know what the police quoted her as saying?
What?
And I didn't even spill my beer. That's what she said. And I was like, wow.
Whenever I was younger, I feel like every older person had a story about how they flew through a windshield one time.
There's a rite of passage.
To fly through a windshield? Like, there was like
dude.
a whole thing. Like, everybody would be like, yeah, I was ejected from a vehicle once.
Yeah, the Native Americans used to speak of that.
Also, my aunt used to date this guy who got in a motorcycle crash.
Johnny Motorcycle Crash?
No, his name was Jeff. Motorcycle crash. And she dated this guy, and he had gotten in a motorcycle crash, and it ripped one of his ears off. So on one side of his head, he just had like a hole, like an ear hole.
Wow.
And so,
how was that?
it was not good looking.
No,
because I remember being a little kid and my mom being like, "Don't ask about." Whenever, trying to look in there. I'm shining a light to the other side. Me and Darren Carter are shining the flashlight through there.
I like my ears like I like my
ears. He's like, oh, at least two.
yeah.
But I remember my mom telling me not to say anything, and then almost immediately when I got there, I was like, "What happened to your ear?"
Perfect.
I was bad. I was a bad little boy.
Dude, I can see that. You were Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, dude.
Did you have your slingshot in the back of your pocket?
No, my sister did almost fucking poke my eye out with a slingshot one time, though.
Really?
Yeah, she shot me with a slingshot, and it hit me like right next to the eye. And then I was gonna go tell my dad that what happened because it hurt. I was gonna go tell my parents, and my sister said, "quote Don't be a pussy." Yeah,
sage advice.
Yeah. And we were at this like. My family's so fucking stupid at stuff like this that we would go to a different family's family reunion. Mm-hmm. We would go to my aunt's friend's family reunion, like all these people I don't even know, and they were like some of them were like weird like effeminate Christian guys.
Oh,
so like effeminate and like weird like with kids too, like younger kids. Whenever you're around that, you're just like it's just like effeminate Christian guy's son.
Yeah.
You know how those guys are? Like, just like the kids who are like...
Man, that's a specific kid.
It really is. And I've known a lot of them.
Yeah. Effeminate Christian guy's son.
And it's also kind of the same type of person as baseball coach's son. A lot of times.
Baseball coach. I don't know. I can't picture.
I remember one time I got in trouble on a baseball team because the coach was making us do all this shit, and I said he was gay. To my friend who was on the team, and then another kid overheard on the team who apparently was his son.
Yeah.
And so the guy called my dad and was like, "Your son called me gay." I don't know if he said he called me gay.
What'd your dad say?
Your dad was probably like,
annoyed. Good one, son.
I know he was annoyed at me for doing that. But also, it's very funny to like if somebody called your dad gay and like you overheard them call your dad gay. I don't think my first thought would be like, I better tell my dad that this guy called him gay.
Yeah, it's very odd. Thing to do,
yeah.
But maybe their dad is like, that's the ultimate insult. Nobody
the worst thing you
calls
could do
it-
is call somebody gay.
Yeah. He's like, you don't do that.
Yeah. 'Cause that was the first thing you would do when I was growing up.
Did we talk about what your dad said to me in the bathroom at the show in Bakersfield?
No, it could be anything though.
But he was like, he's like, what did he say? This guy sucks or something like that in there. Or what? Oh, this guy's, what did he say? This guy's, I can't remember what he said. And I said, I heard he's a lot like his dad. And he's like, what? And I go, I hear he's a lot like his dad. And he goes, what's that? And he did that 4 times. And then he goes, that's me. He cracked me up, dude.
Yeah, dude, I kicked them all out that night after the show. Remember?
Well, yeah, because they were looking for their phone.
Yeah,
for
their
like
phone and then their
20
card,
minutes.
and then they were like, "Did anyone see it?" And I was like, "I can ask, but I don't think so." And I asked, and then I was like, "They said they didn't see it." And,
Yeah.
and it was like my mom's, or like my sister's, my brother-in-law's aunt or something like that was like, "Well, that's bullshit." And I was like, "You guys all have to leave. Go. You guys are all leave." I was like, "This is my place of business. Get out.
Yeah.
Figure it out on your own time. Everybody get out."
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so funny because it's like you don't have it, you don't have it.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you know,
and,
it's like-
and it's you guys are all fucking. There's
Yeah.
6 old drunk people in a car. Somebody has it on them and doesn't realize.
Yeah,
it's in the
absolutely.
car somewhere.
it's in someone's bra.
Yeah, it's just
like
it's underneath somebody's titty flap, dude.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just like get out of
it
here.
was here the whole time.
Yeah, I knew I felt something vibrating. Do
I love it. I
you
love
think your
it.
daughter's gonna kill your whole family since you punished her?
Dude.
Do you think that she has type of friends? Because that happened recently, where 2 little girls were, they made like a murder-suicide pact to kill their family.
Really?
And then they both did it. Yeah, 2 like 12-year-old.
They
girls.
both did it?
Yeah, I don't know if they both killed themselves, but they both killed their family.
Really? How'd they do it?
I think they showed them your comedy. No, I really don't know how they
I
did
appreciate the views.
it. We can pull it up. What did they? Yeah, just like hold on. Murder Pact. That's a shitty movie. Here we go. Texas girl 12 accused of making murder pact and shooting father. Oh, she died by suicide. 12-year-old girl accused of shooting her father in a murder pact she made with her friend, with a friend. Mm-hmm. Not even her best friend.
Just a random friend.
She shot her 38-year-old dad.
Shot him.
He's expected to recover. The girl, another 12-year-old girl. Family and pets. That's fucked up. Second girl didn't act and was arrested on charges of conspiracy to commit murder. Damn, her friend bitched out.
Yeah.
That's such a funny prank, though, to be like, that's such a funny thing to be like, we should do this. And then they do it and be like, oh, I was just joking.
When you both you're on the edge of a cliff and you're like, oh, and the other guy jumps.
Yeah.
You're like, oh shit.
Oh, shit, yeah, whoops.
Yeah, that's dude, I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure that she won't kill us all. I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100% positive. You know
What if
I
she
mean?
just killed, like, the dog? Would that be 2 weeks no phone?
At least 2 weeks now. My wife would probably buy her a pony
If she killed the dog?
Yeah, she doesn't like the dog
Why?
because her breath stinks, and she's kind of obsessed with my wife. So she follows my wife around all day, like when she's at home, and is like underfoot all the time. And so, my wife is just annoyed, and she smells like
The dog smells?
Yeah.
Well, watch the dog.
Well, her teeth are like rotten.
You gotta brush the dog's teeth.
Oh,
I have a dog toothbrush right here.
We do a lot of teeth brushing, but she came to us pretty
She get them all ripped out.
rotten.
Should knock her teeth
Dude,
out.
she's like 50 years old, like in human years.
How old is the dog actually?
We don't know, but we know that because it was my mom's dog, and my mom adopted her. She was already old when my mom adopted her, and then my mom had her for like 10, 11 years, and now we've had her now for 3-4 years. So it's like the dog's old.
Chihuahuas can live forever though. That's the worst part.
Yeah, they're like
Me and
parrots.
Ryan Sickler were laughing because he got a puppy, and it's a King Charles Spaniel, the same kind of dog that Kelly's parents have.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's awesome. I was like, my girlfriend's parents have a dog like this, like an older one. He was like, how old? And I was like, I don't know, like at least like 10, probably around 10.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, okay, because they're supposed to have like not great lifespans, which has been bumming me out. I was like,
Yeah.
but I was like, on the flip side, you could be me. I adopted a Chihuahua that was 2 years old and then found out they can live to be 20. So
Yeah.
there's also a worse part of this whole thing.
I mean, Sophie's my old dog. Daisy. she's healthy. I mean, she's healthy. She just has stinky teeth. Like, it's which, hey, we've all been there,
You should get her those fake teeth that they sell on infomercials where you it's supposed to be like a smile, new smile type thing,
Dude, but human teeth?
Human teeth, yeah.
Dude, that would
get her
be
get her
sick.
human teeth implanted. That would be the funniest thing
I could
ever.
get her some veneers with like diamonds on a couple of them.
You could. I wonder
sick.
if people have definitely got their dog a grill. People have done tattoos on dogs, so they definitely have done a grill.
They've done grills. We watched this documentary on the chupacabra, and I was like, I told my son, I'm like, I'm gonna get a chupacabra tattoo. I go, that's sick, and he's like, what? Like he believed me. It's great. I love messing with.
Do you go into their room at night now and act like the chupacabra?
Yeah.
Well,
Dude, I did. You want to hear this is some solid parenting moment. Saturday, yesterday morning, woke up. I was up pretty early.
you were recovered from the egg salad sandwich?
Barely. I left the bathroom. No, but I went and got a bunch of McDonald's, some McGriddles and some sausage McMuffin with eggs, and even a big breakfast for the wife. And I took him into my son's room when he's asleep, and I was just like wafting. I'm like, let the smell of McDonald's breakfast just waft over you, son. And he's like, oh, like barely. And then he sees it and he's like, oh. And so then I started literally like backing out of the room, like, come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come out to the living room. Eat the sandwich. And
Should drop some off over here, dude.
oh, you wish. We had to toss one.
Huh?
We had one sausage McMuffin with egg too many.
You couldn't find a homeless person, an unhoused person to give that to?
No, we did.
Anytime
We
a comedian on stage now is like, have you ever seen how like, it's very funny to me. I saw this last night where like alti like woke comedian wants to do a joke where a homeless person is kind of the butt of their joke.
Yeah.
But they are like, know that they're like so in their own head, whatever, that they say unhoused instead of homeless, and so they just keep they say unhoused like 10 times, and everyone in the crowd is like, what?
They don't know what the fuck.
It's just like
about.
they're too distracted from you saying that.
They're sheltered challenge.
Yeah, and they're too confused about you saying unhoused over and over again that they're legitimately are like
There's a guy in
paying
the
attention to
back
the joke.
and living in a tent who's like making a fire in the back of the belly room, and he's like, I'm gonna keep my eye on this one. Better not say homeless.
Yeah.
You better not.
I'm unhoused.
Yeah. Well, all the unhoused people there are gonna just be like, oh,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of comedians are unhoused,
yeah,
unwashed for sure.
they're not housebroken.
We
I'll tell
we
you that
should
much.
have a big comedian wash where we bring a bunch of dirty comedians down. And we fucking pressure wash their ass.
and call the news.
Yeah, not like spraying them with a fire hose. Like get out of here. Like we're cleaning them.
Yeah, I know. Like
Or we just have a truck and they stand naked in the back of the truck and we go through the drive-through car wash.
the big comedian rinse down.
Dude, for some reason, I don't know why I'm getting suggested this all the time, but there's a new crop of porn in town and it's people fucking in the car wash.
Really?
100%.
And you've been getting suggested it a lot by just like pals.
Yeah, by buddies of mine. I'm in all kinds of group chats. And they're like, boys, I got a good one today.
Yeah.
Boy, is there a good one today? Look at this girl. Look
If
at
you love a clean Camaro,
they're in a Kia Soul.
a Kia Soul, that would be sick. No, dude, the only porn that ever gets recommended to me is porn that I'm not interested in. Genuinely.
It's like dad buys McDonald's for family porn.
I'm like crying.
Dad buys McDonald's for step family.
Dude, man, McDonald's really hits it out of the park for breakfast.
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
It's the best.
McDonald's is good all around. Anyone who says McDonald's is bad is a fucking idiot. McDonald's is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're talking about. You know
What do
I mean?
you mean? What's
Like,
bad?
Like, it's probably not the healthiest
Well, duh.
thing in the world.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, of course, if you're talking about McDonald's, you're not talking about health.
People
no
are
matter
like-
how many apple slices you get.
like, you even have a joke about Jack in the Box selling a gun.
I do have a joke about
And,
that.
you know, Jack in the Box, let me tell you, not the worst. Not too bad.
It's not the best, and it's
No.
really
You know what's sad?
Not
Here's
good.
the thing. It's hard to judge where we're at when it comes to fast food stuff because nobody wants to work anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I mean, I'll hit it out of the park for you right now.
this is how I turn into this is a Fox News segment.
You want me to hit it out of the park for you right now?
Yeah.
I'll hit it out of the park for everybody right now.
Thank you.
You ready?
Yeah.
Taco Bell, McDonald's, Wendy's.
That's it. And you don't
Where else are you going to go?
Burger King, bro.
No, we're not. Nobody's going to Burger King.
I like a Burger King.
I don't mind Burger King, but we're not going.
Carl's Jr.
Carl's Jr. is somewhere in the 5 range.
If it's past breakfast, I like a Carl's Jr. I love a bacon Western cheeseburger.
Yeah, I would say Carl's Jr.
You know why?
Carl's Jr. is 4 or 5.
I'm a cowboy. That's why I like to
Like
put
Hardee's. You know what?
yeah.
You know what's funny? Did I tell you about that? That My Pillow guy. He got his phone seized by the FBI, and he was in the drive-through of a Hardee's. And they came up on his car and were like, FBI, give me your fucking phone. Show me your fucking hand. And he was like in the middle of his thing.
Can I get a bite of my heart? Bacon Western cheeseburger.
Man. They knock it out of his hands.
Yeah. Oh.
It was the worst thing that ever happened to me. I like that My
The
Pillow
My
guy.
Pillow guy.
He's funny.
What was it? What did he get in trouble for?
You don't know anything about that guy? He's like,
Dude,
he's like,
I probably learned something.
he's like in on the Q shit.
Oh, really?
He's Q. I don't know if he's that in on the Q shit, but he's like Trump's homeboy, and he like was trying to like help him sway the election and stuff.
But why did they swat his car in Hardee's?
Because a Twitch streamer called and on him. No, because he I don't know. I think he helped steal some documents. I have no fucking idea. I don't read. I get the funny out of things, and then I'm done. I toss it to the side. I don't need information like that. There's no actual information. The information. Whenever you read a lot of things, you don't need the information. You need the funny part of it. And then you move
You
on
like
with
the
your day.
headlines.
Yeah.
Hit me with the headlines.
My comedy, you know what people have described it as?
Headlines?
Ripped from the headlines.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah. They go it's ripped from the headlines and it's all headline stuff.
Yeah. Bruce Gray is a current event comedian.
I type all my tweets and everything in bold.
Yeah.
Because everything is bold. You know what
I'm
I
going
mean?
to start typing in all capital letters. I'm just going to uppercase everything.
I think that's a way to live your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lowercase is no way to
Should I just caps lock? Should I be the caps lock guy?
Yeah. And then break it off.
Yeah.
Caps lock it on and then break
Break
off
the key
button.
off? Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going to do that on my keyboard when we're done.
Absolutely. You're gonna be in big trouble though if you ever gotta take it off for like a video game or something.
No, I'll just type big. Or I'll
Okay.
be like, if I'm sending an email and I'm like, sorry for your loss. All caps.
Dude, oh man. Sorry, people keep dying.
Who died?
Friend back home,
Why'd they die?
cancer, fighting it for years, brutal.
Did you tell them?
They haven't died yet.
Oh,
Yeah, they're they're
do they listen to this podcast?
no, there's no way. No.
Good
But,
luck with your transition to the other side.
dude. Yeah,
I know a guy who moved to another state recently to do assisted death.
Now I'd prefer to talk about that than
About
this
something like that?
other thing. Yeah,
It's Ben.
Is it? It's
Yeah,
Ben.
it's Ben.
Okay.
Ben moved to Oregon to do assisted suicide.
Dude.
I know this guy who has like a degenerative type disease, and he moved to Oregon to do assisted suicide.
A degenerate type disease, like he runs he runs a bunch of girl
Yeah,
chat
he
rooms.
runs the girl chat rooms. He runs a venue that does punk shows for
I have a disease.
underage drinking.
He's a degenerate disease.
I went to a punk show a few years ago at a skate park, and a kid spilled beer on me, and it made me so mad that I left.
Ugh.
What?
Not a great. You don't look very good in that story.
Well, I didn't flip out on him. I was just like, God damn it. Because it was like a fucking teenager who like dropped a beer off
Yeah.
of like a 10-foot thing.
See,
and
you
it like
gotta-
splattered all over me. And I was like, I'm fucking out of here.
When you're an adult at a punk show full of teenagers drinking beer, as I often am on the weekends, you got to be real cool. You know,
I'm a cool guy.
let them throw beer on you.
No.
You know what I mean? Let them be chill.
I'm cool.
Bring it. You know what I always do when I go to those shows?
You bring a towel and a blanket. You sit on the ground.
I bring my pillow. I always bring my pillow. No, I have my girlfriend, which is a big pillow, with
Mm-hmm. Like a Japanese body pillow?
a Japanese body pillow.
And you start fucking it.
And then I have it's like a clear tube that I wear around my waist, and it's filled with licorice rope, and it just goes around and around and around. And the kids come up and go, "Hey, give me the licorice
And you
rope."
cut him off a piece like it's chain at Home Depot. You have
Hell
like a
yeah,
big
dude! It's built into the
Yeah,
belt.
you push it down on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
back here.
I
You
gotta-
cut off a thick licorice rope for people.
And then oh yeah, dude, it's great. And then sometimes they throw beer at me, but hey, I'm like, hey, I'm the beer guy now.
You know what you could also turn
I'm a great time.
a personality you could also be is you could turn into a guy that only uses licorice rope for straws. So you could have like a drink somewhere, like a cocktail at a thing, and then you just have half of a licorice rope and you have a baggie full of them. You throw it in there and you're drinking it, and they're like, "What?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, this is my thing." You know,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
stupid comedians wear suits all the time.
I do a live show and I go, you know what I like slurping with? And everybody goes, and I go, what? And they go, licorice straw. Like, you're damn
And
right.
then you go, and then they fall from the ceiling. It's a whole thing. That's not gonna be your thing. That's the thing. You need a thing.
I need a gimmick. I'm thinking about
Start wearing a bow tie like some of these dipshits do.
I genuinely, you know that teacher with the huge jugs.
Yeah.
And then you sent me somebody sent a Reddit thing.
Oh yeah, that it's like he was a guy, that she was a guy who was like an anti-woke thing, and it's
And
like,
very problematic. Like, got in trouble, and now is just like, well,
I'm still curious.
I'm a woman now.
Are those large breasts connected to her body?
I don't think so. I think they're balloons.
They're inserts.
I think they're just balloons or whatever. But you know what? Honestly, Bruce, it's kind of messed up that you would even ask.
I mean, if I worked with her, I would just like accidentally bump into her and be like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Or you know what I would do is I would if I was one of the kids at the school and I was like a young guy and I was like a young kid and I was still an asshole, I would be running and then I would see her and I would be like, "Whoa!" and I would act like I bumped into her and it sent me back like 10 feet.
No, I would do. I would make some sort of mask that looks like the cartoon fox, and then I'd have my eyes like bulge out of my head every time I'm in class. You know.
Was there ever any drama with people that worked? I was tuned in on drama big at my elementary school because my mom worked there.
Oh yeah, that's
so I would
awful.
get to hear all kinds of stuff. But it's just like they would just hire tweakers was basically the biggest thing.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I remember there's this lady Sonia that my mom said was recording audio of everything.
Really?
She was doing while she was working there. She was a yard aide. It's like now that I look back, it's like she was just a tweaker.
Why was she recording it?
Because she's a paranoid tweaker. She's like tweaking out. But dude, we had this one yard aide. This lady was the fucking queen, dude. This large woman named Pam.
Yeah,
large black chick named Pam. She was fucking ripped.
Dude, people named Pam usually
she was in charge.
Are in charge.
She was like 100%. Truly, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone more in charge to this day than she as she was in the library, or not the library. I'm sorry, the cafeteria.
Yeah,
because it was like a big cafeteria and like tables and tables and tables and tables. There was like probably a few hundred kids in there. It seemed like maybe less. Maybe it's smaller than I think now looking back on it.
Did she take up a lot of space when she would move around?
But it would be too loud and she would like, she would like ring, she had like a bell and she would just like ring the bell and she'd be like, "It is too loud in the cafeteria. If y'all want to be this loud, we don't have to be dead silent. Dude. So we need to take it down, or I'm taking it all the way down." I swear, she would cook people's ass too.
Like the Salvation Army.
You know you already got one milk. Like she would dude, you'd be like, "I know you ain't lying to me about getting another milk." Like she would rock people's shit, and then she would excuse the entire, and she's literally screaming all this at the top of her lungs. Because she's projecting to the entire cafeteria, and then she would. She would excuse people by sides of the table. Yeah. So she would just go table to table, and then she'd be like, "All right, this side may go." That phrase is stuck in my head. It's like, "This side may go. That side may go." And like literally, she had like a fucking football coach energy. Yeah. But it was sick.
Dude, we had and
she had a daughter named Vicey. Yeah,
really?
Who was in my grade, but was also a large chick.
Vicey. Was she undercover?
She might. She was trying to catch Sonya.
Yeah, seriously. Now, dude, we had in my grade school, all of the yard duty teachers were students' moms, typically.
Like volunteers?
Yeah.
See, that's cutting costs, dude.
It was what was it, like a private school?
My mom was a yard aide, but she worked at the school. Usually the yard aide, there was like yard aides that worked there. Dude, in junior high, we had this yard aide, this guy, Bobby Forker, dude. Who's
Watch
like
your mouth.
I'll spit it right here, dude. I don't know what his name is now, but he was funny as shit, dude. We were friends on MySpace.
Yeah.
He was just like a dude, like early mid-20s. He looked a lot like Chum Lee from Pawn Stars. Like legit looked exactly like Chum Lee from Pawn. He looked exactly like Chum Lee from Pawn Stars. Yeah. And had like long hair and was like just obviously high out of his mind. And then like would just did not like his mom worked at the school. His mom was like an older, like square lady, like older lady that like almost looks like she's dressed like a nurse every day. Like, you know the shirt a nurse wears where it has all the designs on it? It's like an old lady with like curly hair and glasses.
Scrubs.
Yeah, and that was, but like wasn't Scrubs, it was like jeans and then like the Scrubs top thing kind of. Like it looked like a Scrubs. Just something that a fat lady wears.
A bunch of rubber ducks on it.
Yeah. And this older,
think of rubber ducks.
His mom was an older lady and he was just like, did not give a fuck about anything.
Yeah.
And was just obviously high. And then I added him on MySpace. And he would and then you just literally every picture of him is just like beers in hand, like posting, be like, it's Thursday, who's drinking tonight? And like,
dude, do you remember?
He was fucking sick, dude. I hope he's doing good. Hope his mom is good too.
Oh, I hope so. I remember
it's Fork.
The first time somebody got fired for something they posted online, and then being like, what? That's crazy. And now it's like common practice.
Yeah, somebody at a restaurant I worked at got fired for posting a big bill with no tip. Even though they cut the person's name out of it and everything, they just posted online and were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then they got fired. What was the thing that someone got fired for you?
I don't even remember what it was. I just remember thinking, like when you said MySpace and then a guy like posting pictures of beers or whatever. Yeah. I know somebody got fired.
Just posted like, my boss can suck my dick.
Yeah. I had a friend get fired at T-Mobile for like basically it was revealed that they were like I don't even remember exactly what it was, but it was like that they
were using their phone was Verizon.
Yeah, no, it was something like that they were friends with this employee and they were like together, and then somebody speculated that they were dating, and then just the fact that was a deal, they got like investigated. It was ridiculous.
Investigated by T-Mobile?
Yeah.
A T-Mobile internal investigation.
Dude, it was wild, some of the stuff that went down there. Like it was pretty crazy as far as like that type of shit, where it would just be like all of a sudden I've got employees that have got to go get interviewed by our HR department because it was rumored that everybody was on the one party bus together. Or whatever. It's like, were you on the party bus? Were you aware of fallacious dancing that was taking place on the party bus?
Did you have to do the interview?
No, I didn't have to do it. Thank God. I wasn't involved.
You weren't on the party bus?
No.
You weren't involved or you weren't invited?
I wasn't invited. I was too square. There was a lot of young people. There was a period of time where everybody that got hired at T-Mobile could have been in like a commercial for like a Russian bride. Like literally every woman was this gorgeous young lady. And there was a couple of managers that were like, we're trying to sell some fucking phones. Like, yeah, we're going to get as many. And so there was, for a while, there was like the parties were kind of happening all the time, but I was like good church boy, so I missed all of them. But a lot of these guys. Did they come back and
be like, bro, Ronnie sucked Travis's dick at the party? Look at him rearranging the Mac, not the Mac.
It's funny because those are
tablets.
Two names of people that actually work
That's
there.
So
yeah.
It sucked him off clean on the party bus. So what happened on the party bus?
Oh, apparently like somebody got ground. You know, they were grinding. Somebody was like crotch grinding or whatever.
Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Sitting on their boss's lap or something.
Did they get fired?
No, I don't think they did.
If I got fired for that, I would steal a party bus and I would drive it through the T-Mobile.
A lot of that shit was really messed up because there was a little bit of like, it felt weird because it was like the hall monitor was like the HR person was like, oh, she thinks she's so hot she can get away with anything. Not today.
It is very funny whenever people do take their job, like people take their job very seriously, and like it's like really, it's like there was whenever I worked at Chick-fil-A when I was 16, this dude who worked in the kitchen, the like manager was this like guy with a really bad stutter. The like general manager, or like the assistant general manager or something. Terrible stutter. Which is like, I don't mean, that's just part of the story. I don't give a shit. But
I mean, it's a bummer, but it's just not a good position to have a stutter in. Like we have to face the public.
Yeah, but this guy, he accused one of the employees of being high at work on marijuana. And so they went into the office and he performed, I believe, a sobriety test on him and had him do like a follow the thing.
Yeah.
And apparently the guy was like, this is Black Tea's friend. What the fuck, dude? What do you, like if If anybody that isn't a police officer asked to perform a sobriety test on me,
Yeah.
I'd be like, how would you fucking do a fucking taste test on the tip of my dick, you fucking moron?
100%. Yeah, that's always insane. I've had so many weird interactions with bosses. I had one guy where we were convinced that this kid was selling and doing cocaine
Out of the store?
Out of the store, yeah. And because he was going on all these bathroom breaks and then like talk to people and like he would always have a lot of cash and then he was definitely doing coke, like. But
his sales numbers were good.
Yeah, they were great. And that's why I was just like, look, why are we chasing down problems here? You know what I mean? The kid seems to be doing fine, and it's small potatoes. It's not like,
yeah, let him sell cocaine if he's also selling phones.
I mean, if he got caught or whatever, like of course, but at that point it was just speculation, and his numbers were fine. And I'm like, just what are we doing? Like, what are we just like? Where is this thought? And just, well, somebody said that they thought. I'm like, yeah, maybe, but we're here to sell phones. And to be honest, this store has not had good numbers historically, and we're finally starting to make some leeway. So let's let fucking Charlie Sheen sell a few more units before we bump. But
did he get in trouble ever?
No. I wrote him up
For what?
selling coke in the bathroom.
Dude, sometimes whenever I worked at that deli, homeless people would come in and like charge into the bathroom. You remember that dude who was the general manager there, that Mexican dude, Rafa, that older Latino dude?
Wait, from the video, yeah.
No, from the deli.
Oh, from the deli at
All About the Bread.
Yeah.
The dude, the short Mexican dude with the mustache.
Yeah.
He would just fucking fly around the corner and just open hand start beating on the door. It'd be so funny, dude.
When a homeless guy would go in there?
Not even just homeless people, like just sketchy looking people would just like charge into the bathroom every now and then, and he would just fucking. And the bathroom, it's like you remember the bathroom? It's like right there by like the kitchen and the like everybody in the restaurant could see everything, and he'd be in there, he'd be like, hey, and he'd be like whistling at them and shit. It would be so funny.
Yeah, I remember when you were working on that whistle for a while.
My whistle?
You're
Like
yeah,
I lost it a little bit. I used to be able.
Dude, you were working on it.
I had it down pat for a while, but I needed it, dude. I was in a leadership position.
Hey, it's very much
a bunch of my bros.
When you need to get somebody's attention, that's a good way to do it. In a kitchen, absolutely, dude. Yeah, I like it. They had it. What was it on Chris's show?
Oh yeah, I was with Chris last night for a little bit.
Dude, how's he doing? He's
great. Yeah, it was great seeing him.
That's awesome. I love the show.
That's great. It was very funny because we're hanging at the Improv. He had just gone up, but like a bunch of people after would come out and take pictures with him. And at first it was like this chick with like straight bangs and like roller skate earrings, and she was like very awkward. And she was telling Chris how much she liked the show, and I was like, "That's so funny." I was like, "That's like a perfect depiction of what I picture a Chris Estrada fan is." And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, honestly, he's like, "I swear to God," he's like, "It's like alti punk chicks or like down ass fools."
Hell yeah.
He said that he went to like the Santa Fe, I don't know if it's Santa Fe swap meet, but he went to like one of the swap meet with his mom, and he was like walking through, and some like legit fucking gangbanger dude, like legit, like big time tatted out. Chris was walking by and he was like staring him down, and he goes like, Hey, fool, hey. He goes, hey.
You're that fool.
Hey, where do I know you from, bro? And he was like, oh, I'm on a show.
Yeah,
and he was like, hey, yeah, and was like stoked, and apparently, I guess like took a picture with him. But then like,
I love it.
It was so funny because like as we were, I talked to him for like an hour, and as we were standing there, he was like, after he said that, like, because his back was facing towards the door, like you would just see like these cholos come over and just kind of like stand around, and I would just be like, I'd be like, hey, there's a down ass fool right here who I think wants to take a picture with you, and then they would come and be like, what's up, Playboy? Like, what's up, my boy? Like, hey man, hey bro. Like, it was truly delightful. It was very fun.
That's amazing.
We were laughing so hard.
That's so funny. That's perfect though.
Yeah, of course.
For Chris, dude. We did it. I remember it was me and him and his wife, Katie. I don't know if
they're married or not.
They've been together forever, but yeah, we did it. We were doing a show together in a bowling alley. That's the last. I think one of the last shows I did with them a long time ago. It's so funny.
Bowling alley, dude.
Yeah,
Which bowling alley?
Down in OC.
Damn.
I think it's Costa. I think it's Castman's hometown. But yeah, they did the show in this bowling alley, which was whatever, but they'd always give you nice food and stuff.
I used to host an open mic at a bowling alley and had a wireless mic, and I would just go out onto the lanes and start talking to people because like it was in a bar at the bowling alley, but you could still hear, and I'd just be out on the lanes and be like, how's it going out here? And just like, because nobody gave a shit. But they would give us so many. So there was these, it was called Martinis. It was a nightmare because it was,
sounds classic.
The open mic was at 6:30.
Yeah.
But from 5:30 to 6:30 was what they called panic hour, where all beer and well cocktails were $1.
That's insane.
Like I got like flashed a gun there when I was on stage. Like a dude showed me his dick when I was on stage there.
$1?
Yeah.
That's bonkers.
People would be fucking tanked.
That's dangerous.
But then like every week they would give us like, we would get paid, and then they would give me a bunch of martini bucks.
Yeah.
Which were like literally like money that the owner's name was this guy Nike. This Indian dude, and he was just
Is it
like
spelled Nike?
I don't remember how you spell it, but he was just like a raging cokehead, older dude, and he would always want to get on stage, and he would be like, "I love birds, birds." This is literally how he talks. If my friend Chris Flail will back me up, this is his exact voice. But he'd be like, "I love birds, and there are many birds." He's like, "But there is only one bird that is the bird of love. Does anybody know what bird that is?" And it'd be dead silent. He'd go, "The swallow." And it would just bomb, and he'd be like, "Okay." And it would he would just do that same joke every week. Like, dude. And he would just like sit in the VIP section with his fucking stack of martini bucks. Insane. And chicks everywhere, dude. But they were like $1 a thing. So literally he would give me, he'd give me like 100 of them a week. And so like, I mean, the place is obviously closed now.
Yeah.
And I would just pass them out. I would store them. I would get fucking wasted there. And also, people would want to fight you there all the time. Like, people would want to fight the comedians. And there was a security guard who made a point to say, hey, like 15 feet from the door, the parking lot was really long. It was connected to a Days Inn. It's a Days Inn bowling alley thing. And so...
Maybe I did another show at a Days Inn.
Yeah, I've run 2 shows at bars connected to Days Inn, dude. But then there was a speed bump like 15 feet out from the door, and then there was a long parking lot, and the security guard was like, "Yeah, man," he's like, "I got your guys' back. You guys are cool, but I can only help you to that speed bump, and then you're on your own." And so like that speed bump was like, we would hang out between the door and the speed bump.
Hell yeah.
Because the security guard would have our back, and like, but people would fight. Like one time, this guy had an ankle monitor, and he was on some kind of drugs because he's a big motherfucker, and he was laughing, but not like at the comedy. He was just laughing. He was like, and then I swear to God, I was on stage and he was looking at me, and he was like laughing and looking at me, and he would go every like 30 seconds would go, "I'm gonna rape you." What? I swear to God, bro. Dude is howling, laughing. The guy flashed
looking right at you.
Looking directly at me while I'm on stage. No, he had an ankle monitor, though. I definitely saw a few, like, I saw a dude, like, show me he had a gun in his waistband there one time. Another guy pulled his dick out while I was on stage.
Yeah.
And then gave me $20.
Yeah.
Because he was like, something, "I'll show you my dick." And I was like, "You're not going to pull your dick out." And then he pulled his dick out. And then, yeah, it was a whole fucking thing.
Dude, I had a comic show me a gun in his backpack once, and I'm like, "Get the fuck out!" I'm like, "Leave, go put that away." I'm like, "What? So like, what? What's the big deal, man? I'm not gonna like do anything." I'm like, "I don't care, dude. Go. Like, what are you doing?" Like, literally, like in a big crowded bar. I'm just like, "The fuck are you doing, man?"
That's probably
that was Bruce Gray.
That was me, Bruce. I wish. Dude. I wish I was fucking carrying, bro.
Dude, I carry around that fanny pack a lot of the time, and I pretend like it's my concealed carry.
There you go.
But it's
if anybody ever fucks with you, just grab your thing and say, I'm armed.
Yeah. That's what I always do.
Yeah.
I've always said that.
You walk into a place and say, "Hey, just so everyone knows, I'm armed."
Hey, FYI, I'm armed. Okay, it's loaded. It's ready to go.
Look,
all right?
look. You put the bag up to your head. I'll do it.
Dude, we were watching This Is the End this morning, and there's that scene where they're all pretending to shoot themselves with the gun, and my wife was like, oh, no, oh, gosh. Oh, like it was making her so uncomfortable. So it cracked me up. I'm like, "Baby, it's a movie. It's a movie, baby. Come on."
You ready to want to wrap this up, dude? What are we doing?
I guess I feel like I want to give the people a little something, You know,
Like what?
extra, a little something to talk about.
Like what?
You know, somebody wrote, let's give them something to pot about, you know,
Yeah.
on the Discord. Let's give them something to pot about. And I think we should start a rumor.
What's the rumor? I don't know. I already teased a rumor that
tease some more rumors.
Liver King is going to be joining the show.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we have a big guest coming up.
Yeah. Big one. A big one.
Yeah, we have a big guest coming. We're going to get those two chicks from My 800-Pound Life or whatever.
Mm-hmm. No, we're going to do a reunion of My Two Daughters or whatever that show is about the two girls in the pizza place or something. I can't remember what it's called.
I have no idea. We're gonna be switching up the podcast, and this podcast from now on, we're gonna be breaking down episodes of 10 Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter.
Mm-hmm. Great show.
Yeah. And then once we get done with that, we'll do According to Jim.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
My dad's name is Jim.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
James.
Did you ever watch According to Jim?
I never did.
My parents watched the worst TV ever because like there was a lot of good TV out there, but my parents were watching they'd watch According to Jim. They would watch Reba, which Reba's this actually
Reba's
a
pretty
sick
good,
show.
yeah. Designing Women. Would they ever watch that one?
My dad would blast the History Channel and learn nothing.
That's great. He just likes the sound of the tanks,
exactly,
and the gunfire.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it up.
Yeah, my dad used to listen to a lot of Amway motivational tapes of people like, if you want to get to the diamond level, man, I tell you, you can do it. You know,
Was your dad an Amway guy?
Yeah, for a little while.
That's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, but never any music, but it would be a lot of Zig Ziglar, you know, talking about like, you can do it, man. I'm telling you what, and I get it now. Now I'm like, I totally get it because I'm that guy now. Just like, what's the next audiobook? Like, it's How to Keep the Gun Out of Your Mouth by John Living. And then it'd be like, hey, yeah, just don't.
We should make
Just
an
don't.
audiobook of something like that. It's just how to not kill yourself.
That's not a bad.
You probably sell a bunch of copies of something like that.
But I think you'd have to address it with some sincerity. You know what I mean?
The whole thing would just be like, look, don't do it. It's a bad idea. You know, and just ramble on for 5 hours.
But you know that if we did that, there would be some poor desperate soul looking for answers, and then
and they would hear is us saying, "Don't do it."
Yeah, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's not that easy." Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and we might incite the side. You know what I mean?
Is it illegal to incite suicide?
Yeah.
Well, if I say, "Hey, Kevin, you should kill yourself," and then you kill yourself, I get in trouble?
Yeah. For sure. You heard it here first, folks. He said it, and you're going to get busted.
By who?
I'm going to get you so good.
Yeah,
I'm going to get you
I'll
so
show you
good.
busted, dude. All right, let's wrap it up.
All right, folks. Thanks so much for listening. If you like the podcast, like it on the YouTubes and all that fun. I don't know why I do that, say YouTubes, but subscribe, like, all that stuff. 5-star review, all the things that I know everybody loves when you ask. Mm-hmm. And it's the coolest part of the podcast. Mm-hmm. You know the podcast hosts are really hip and cool.
All that stuff in the middle is all fodder to get to the plug.
Yeah, to just get to the, hey, please like, subscribe. If you have a Manscaped product, throw it in the trash.
Yeah, get rid of your Manscaped.
Throw them away. Burn them out. All right, take care. Kiss your family. Hug everyone. Be friends with your friends. You know what I mean?
Oh, also, we had a really fun episode of Fat Jocks this week. We had those guys from that fishing tournament where those guys got caught cheating.
Yeah.
We got the guys who won that tournament, and also were in the video screaming at those guys.
Hell yeah!
It was really fun. So check out Fat Jocks.
Yeah, check out these fat cocks.
Now this week we're trying to get this 49-year-old college football player to come on.
Hell yeah!
Working it out, having fun. Thank you guys.